Yo, what's up everybody? Back again. Today I'm here with another good friend of mine. This is Adriana.
Hello!
You may know her on YouTube as GHOSTGIRL.
Yeah, I've had a channel for quite a while.
It's been some time.
Yeah. And we've been friends for quite a while as well. Like,
yeah, we've been friends for
6 years.
6 years? Are you for real?
I think
God
so.
Damn, I didn't realize
I
it
think
was that long.
We've known each other for a long time.
A long time. I feel you. Back when you used to be blonde.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Dark times. Dark times.
Dark times being blonde.
Yep. So today, what are we doing?
Today, we are going to go to a spot here in our humble town of Asheville called Helen's Bridge. And it is so affectionately named because supposedly some chick like hung herself. So
I've done a few videos on my channel about Helen's Bridge, and I've had quite a few experiences there. Apparently Helen hung herself on the bridge because her baby died in a fire. She was living at a house that's near the bridge.
what a bummer.
There was a fire started at her house mysteriously and killed her baby. And so she hung herself on the bridge. And so that's the whole lore behind it. But apparently one of the big things that happens is there's always handprints on the cars. When you drive there and you park, and then you go up to the bridge and you do your thing, and then you go back to your car and there's always like weird handprints. Like that weren't there before.
I've heard that shit too, and I've also heard that, like, you know, people like say shit or whatever where they say like, oh, if you do this then this will happen or whatever. There's always some type of like folklore story or whatever. And one of them that I heard, I'm sure you've heard this too because you've been here, you know all of this shit. If you park your car underneath the bridge, I don't know why ghosts love cars so much, but if you park your car underneath the bridge and you put it in neutral and you turn your car off, then Helen will use her massive Hulk strength to push your 3,000-pound vehicle out of the way from underneath the bridge.
We should try that.
I mean...
I don't know if anything's gonna happen.
I mean, if she touches my car, I'm gonna get fucking
You're gonna
heated.
get pissed.
I'm gonna get heated quick.
You don't touch my fucking
No one
vehicle.
touches your car.
Listen, my 2003 Honda Element deserves respect, even from the dead. But what we're actually going to do when we're there is we have something that you might be familiar with, a Ouija?
Ouija board.
A Ouija?
There's no Q in it.
Oh, I thought it was spelled Q. I thought it was spelled like quinoa.
Nope.
Well, we're going to try to summon Helen's pissed off ass spirit that her baby died and try to get to talk to her through this.
It's a virgin board. I've never used it before.
This is a virgin board. It's very delicate and supple.
Poor baby.
There's not a scuff on this baby.
There may be tonight.
Speaking of babies.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're gonna basically just try to like communicate with the dead here. So we don't really know what's gonna happen. I mean, I'm not a spiritual person in the slightest at all.
I am. In a way, it's hard to explain because I've had spiritual things happen, and I've had things happen, but like my logical side of my brain is
Your
like
lizard brain.
I don't like that side of my brain is like, nope, it's just my head's making it up or something.
Yeah.
But I can't deny those experiences. Like, I can't deny the fact that I've had things happen that are weird. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense sometimes. Like me physically being pulled down a bed.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, so I do have a paranormal story time on my channel that explains that story. And you guys can look at it if you want.
Look at it. I'll find you.
So I was dragged down a bed, and that, I have never felt something like that before. But
well, I'm not a believer, and I don't believe in any of that shit at all.
Yeah.
I'm not religious, I'm not spiritual, I don't believe in astrology, I don't think that people have souls.
What's your star sign?
I'm a Cancer.
I knew it!
How did you know
Oh my
that?
God! I was talking to Danny about this earlier, and I was like, I bet Garrett's a Cancer. Do you know what I am? I mean, you don't believe in it at all. So,
I mean, you're a total, I would say you're a Leo or a Taurus.
I am a Leo, and my rising moon is a Taurus.
It's just because I'm so spiritually in tune. You know, it's one of those things where you're like so far removed from it that you just have like such a bigger perspective about it. But
I definitely like to think that there's more. I think it would be great.
yeah.
But I also have a logical side of my brain, like I said before, where I'm like, nope, none of this is real.
It's like the part of the horror film wherever like something really crazy fucking drastic happens and then there's always the dad of the family. It's like, no, it's totally fine. We're gonna stay living here. Everything's fine. Just ignore the fact that you got drugged down a bed.
Exactly.
Or that, you know, remember that weird shit that happened last night where the door opened and we just ignored
it was in your head.
Yeah, it was in your head. It was in your head for the sake of the rest of this plot because otherwise we would have just moved.
I definitely believe that nature has spiritual aspects to it. I don't know if we've necessarily figured out all of it yet with science. Like, I think there's definitely things that don't make sense because, you know, magnetism was a thing that not a lot of people knew about until
ICP made that song Miracle.
Like magnets, they thought that was like a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
And they were very confused by that. Like, they thought that was crazy back in the day. And now we just know it's like a thing. So there's things like that nowadays that you don't really know. I mean, you don't know if science will in the future sometime figure it out.
I mean, until the poles melt. And then the polarity of the planet flips and we go off our axis and our seasons change and we have another ice age.
And that's what's really hard for me because I love nature.
And we're killing it.
Hey, it's all nature, baby. I'm expecting this to be extra spooky, extra spoopy.
For Halloween.
I know, right?
This is going to be posted on Halloween, right?
Yeah.
So
this will be posted on Halloween. So we're speaking to you from the past. So we're time traveling right now, technically, sort of, not really at all.
Anyway, happy Halloween, guys.
Okay.
Somebody's scared.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so listen. I've never done a Ouija board before. Ouija, out, whatever. I've never done one before, and Adriana...
I've done Ouija boards in high school. I used to have this glow-in-the-dark Ouija board, I was telling him. And I would take it to the cemetery all the time in high school by myself. And that's like one of the things you're not supposed to do. I would literally be by myself in the cemetery playing with this glow-in-the-dark Ouija board. The reason why I stopped was because I
Tell him.
I didn't tell you because you were like, nope.
Go ahead,
so,
let these people know.
So basically, the reason why I stopped, I started playing it. One of the major things you're not supposed to do is play it by yourself, first of all. Go to the cemetery and play it, and play it in your house. And I did all three of those things. I was young, naive, didn't care. I played it at home, and I contacted a spirit named Sam. The name Sam it kind of has ties to satanic things. I'm gonna look it up.
All I'm saying is, I didn't know that there were rules to Ouija boards, and I just read all of them, like, right before we left, and now I'm, like, freaking the fuck out, because I didn't know that there was shit you weren't supposed to do, and I don't even believe in this shit necessarily, but the things it was saying is, like, apparently there's a malevolent spirit called Zozo.
So, basically, with the name Samuel, it is one of the names that people think Satan's name was. Like Samuel, Daniel, Nathaniel, those names. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've just been told this, so I don't know if it's like something that someone made up and told me, but like they were freaking out when I told them I contacted someone named Sam, and I would contact the spirit named Sam all the time. He would do things like very repetitive. In the future, I found out that that is a sign of Zozo.
Yeah, like, it's like if it does something repetitive, if it starts counting down, if it starts, what is it, like other shit, you're supposed to say goodbye and just like stop. Otherwise, you've welcomed a malevolent presence in your life and it's gonna fuck your whole shit up.
And I wouldn't do that in high school. I don't think I would ever say goodbye. I was very, like, stupid about it. And, like, the spirit Sam that I would talk to would misspell things, like, spell things backwards, basically, which is another sign. Anything that's, like, repetitive, spelling backwards, spelling over and over, like, with Zozo, it kind of does it like Z-O, 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 Z-O. And I remember Sam would do things like that.
Shit's got me fucked up.
And so I stopped playing the Ouija board after when I was dragged down the bed. That's when I stopped messing with the spirit stuff, because I felt like once I had something physical happen, like the Ouija board was always fun to me, like it just seemed like kind of like a thing to do, and like it wasn't like anything super serious. But once I was dragged down the bed, that was like
whole different definition in my head now of like what we're doing and what's going on. But regardless, guys, you're gonna come along with us if we come back and I actually get to upload this. I mean, that'll be pretty cool, you know.
Maybe,
or
if maybe she'll take us with her.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, I don't know. And I think it's also a full moon, but it's also extremely overcast and very, very creepy outside right now. So
lately has been very strange with the moon. The moon has been
building up to this moment.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
I'm telling you, when I was in high school, I would do it all the time, and a lot of the times nothing would happen. So there's a
So you're already tainted.
There's a
I'm still pure. I'm a virgin to the board.
virgin Ouija board player, and then virgin Ouija board.
Oh, let's do this shit. Okay, guys, this is it. We're here. We've got our lighting ready so you can see what we look like. It is literally pitch black
It's
out
so
here.
dark.
With
like,
no light, it is pitch black out here.
Yeah.
We're up on top of the bridge right now. It's actually up on top of this small mountain, eastern Nashville. It's pretty dank and moist and wet and extremely creepy up here.
It's like sprinkling rain slightly. It's spooky.
I feel like this is the beginning of a horror movie. This is how horror movies start.
This is literally how horror movies
Now there is a possibility, because technically we're not legally supposed to be up here, but there is a possibility somebody, since it's so close to Halloween and everything, somebody might want to come and like...
They might be monitoring everything.
Yeah, or like somebody might want to come and like see the bridge for themselves. You know, we've both been here
a
couple different times.
I've been
like,
here
for sure.
Quite a lot. Yeah. We got some
We
snacks.
got some chips and we got some, or chips. Yeah, we got some chips. You know, this popcorn over here.
We got some popcorn.
It's like England where they just call everything the wrong name. These are biscuits. No, that's a cookie.
Yeah, we got some popcorn and beer. The start of a horror movie, literally. Cheers.
Let's do this.
Cheers,
shit.
Helen. So before we start, we need to say we respect the spirits. We respect Helen.
Respect Helen.
We aren't looking for anything negative. We are just wanting to know about you.
We have our way to contact you, our way to talk to you. Let us know. We're here to listen.
All positivity here, all positive vibes. We just want to know about you and what you've been through. We're excited to talk to you.
Super excited. Not nervous at all. You ready?
Are you ready?
No. Alright, let's do this.
Okay. So as soon as we put our fingers on the board, I think what we do is we go in circles. We say, like, what is your name? I'm not exactly sure.
So we read all the rules, but we didn't read how to actually do it. So cool. Sick.
I'm pretty sure we go in a circle once and we say, like, the board is now open. Let's do that.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and we can't take our fingers off the planchette once we do it.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. And
In a circle?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And the board is now open to communicate with us. We're here to listen. We're here to know. If there are positive spirits that want to speak with us, this is your method. Helen, if you're here, you can speak with us or open.
Are your fingers lightly on the board? Do you feel that?
What?
Do you feel that? Like
What?
the slight pull?
No?
nothing's happening. That's why, like,
I'm so nervous.
that's why I asked you if your fingers were on it, like, slightly, because I feel like a pressure.
I'm like barely touching it.
Do you feel the pressure I'm talking about?
I just want to communicate. Honestly, I feel like if this thing fucking moves, I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
Really?
I'm so jittery and nervous right now. Are you like barely touching it?
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Do you feel the pull? Do you feel like heaviness? Like pressure? Because that's what I'm feeling, like you're pushing on it really hard, but you're
I'm
not.
like barely.
Yeah, no,
even
I see
touching it.
that.
I'm touching it so lightly. My fingers are almost coming off of it. I'm touching it so lightly. Well, ask some question. What do you want to ask?
Helen, are you here?
Helen, if you're here, I've only heard the story of your life. But did you kill yourself because your baby died in a fire?
Okay. Did you see the board move? Like the entire board?
Is that the board that moved?
Yeah.
I thought that was your fingers that were moving.
No. The entire board just moved.
Are you for real?
Is this like stuck? I think it's stuck.
It's stuck?
Like it's.
It is movable. This is a virgin board. It's not talking to
I
anybody
feel like
yet.
that. It was like stuck. Like I was like trying to push it, and it was like stuck to the board. That was the pressure I was feeling.
Man.
Is it stuck because it's raining slightly?
It might be because it's slightly wet.
Yeah, it's like it's hard to push.
Let's do another circle.
Okay.
Let's loosen it up.
Yeah, let's like.
Okay. We're gonna try to make this a little bit easier to communicate.
Because I feel like it's tough because it's raining.
Let's go clockwise.
Okay. Let the board get less wet because it's raining. Okay. This is probably gonna take a while because yeah, it feels like it's hard to move. The whole board was moving, and I think that's why, because it keeps getting stuck.
Barely touching.
I know.
Alright, let's return to this. Alright.
Like, I'm wondering if they can even grab it.
Don't worry about that. I feel like if they want to move it, they'll move it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna maybe put like 2 fingers on it.
It's like 2 fingers, just ultra light touch.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes it easier, I think.
Alright, Helen, we're here. Supposedly at the site that you chose to end your life. If you would like to speak with us or communicate with us in any way, we're open to hearing from you. Is there anything you would like to tell us? Do you want to go into some risky territory?
No.
you sure?
What kind of risky territory?
I just wanted to
See,
know.
I feel like it's like stuck or something, or like
It's not stuck. I feel like if something wanted to move it, it would be moving it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are forces.
Okay.
Are there any spirits
Oh gosh.
Are there any spirits that would be willing to communicate with us right now?
Are you pushing?
Yo,
Are you pushing?
No way.
Are you? I'm not doing that.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Are you serious?
I'm not fucking doing that. It's going to know. Are you doing that?
I am not doing this.
Holy shit, it's moving really fast.
Oh.
Why don't you want to speak to us? Are you pushing that?
I am not. I am barely touching it.
Where is it going? I said, why don't you want to speak to us?
Yo.
Is that a J or an I? What is it? Where is it going?
J.
Where is it going? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, is it going to the devil's face? Oh my god.
Goodbye. Goodbye. You weren't moving that? You
I
swear you were not
to
moving
God, I was not moving that. You could feel it. You could feel it being pulled.
You're dead ass serious.
I'm dead
you were
ass
not
serious.
Moving that
I
at
was
all.
not.
You promised me.
I was not moving that. I promise you.
What in the fuck?
I told you. I told you.
Okay, that was a lot.
And it literally just did two things. Okay, so let's just talk about why it did what it did.
Okay, so this is what just happened.
We had absolutely nothing happen, like, for a while. And it was like, it felt like the planchette couldn't move. The board felt like...
I am, like, freaked the fuck out right now. Okay, so we put our fingers on there, and we asked if anybody wanted to speak with us, and it started moving up, and it went to no. And we said,
why do you want to speak to us? And then it went to the devil's face, and it
well,
stopped.
the Grim Reaper's face.
And then we were like, bye.
Okay, that was a lot. Do you want to continue this?
I genuinely wasn't expecting anything to happen. Like that, especially. And also, the board is wet, so it's hard to move the planchette on. Like, we were literally...
Okay, that was a fucking lot. I don't believe in shit, but that was a lot.
Did you feel it?
Yeah.
Did you feel it being pulled?
I was barely, like
yes!
just barely able to even feel the wood underneath my fingers. And it was, like, moving, and I was just trying to stay on it so that it would... I don't know if I want to continue.
Are you scared?
I'm, like, really fucking scared right now. What?
We don't have to continue if you don't want to.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
We can light some sage right now.
Light some sage. Light some sage.
Make sure your camera's recording still. Because
Okay.
that kind of stuff fucks with cameras.
Yeah, it's still recording. It says I've got 1 minute of footage left.
Okay, well, we also have my camera.
Okay.
The sage isn't lighting.
Huh?
The sage isn't lighting. Okay, wait.
Well, you gotta... Sage is pretty hardy. You gotta give that some flame. Wait, hold it upside down.
Catching. Yeah.
You swear you didn't move that?
No, I swear to fucking God, I did not move it. I'm telling you, I did not move that. We are not trying to contact anything. The temperature just dropped. Did you hear that? That was scary, guys.
That was scary as fuck. That was scary as fuck. Okay. So here's some things that happened. Let's just go down the list. Okay.
Yeah, so starting from the top, we thought the planchette was basically stuck to the board because it was raining.
It was a little wet.
And the board obviously is like cardboard, so you know like how cardboard reacts when it's wet. So
and it's kind of like laminated cardboard.
Yeah.
So it's like plasticky, kind of sticky when it's wet.
So it seemed like the planchette was kind of stuck on the board.
Yeah.
I think what happened was when we were asking it questions at first, it genuinely tried to move the planchette, and then the whole board moved.
Yeah, we looked over the footage or whatever, because there was a part where Adriana said, did you just see the whole board move? And when I was sitting there, I did not realize that it moved, but we looked back through the footage, and I'll show you in the clip. Did you kill yourself because your baby died in a fire? It clearly, the whole board
shifted.
Moved a little bit. I didn't even know that happened when it happened. But
and then after I noticed it do that, I was like, is the planchette really stuck? So I tried to move the planchette so I could see if it was stuck. You'll probably see that in the footage where I was like moving it back and forth. That is the only time I physically moved the planchette.
Yeah.
When I was trying to show you that like it was stuck on the board.
Yeah. And especially when I had 6 fingers on it, I mean I was touching it, but it was so delicate, my touch. And then when I went to just 2 fingers in the end before
we decided to
moved.
Yeah, we decided to put less pressure on it because the thing is it was raining and it was very hard for the planchette to even move because like I showed you, it was like basically stuck on the board.
Yeah.
So we just like lightly touched it. Both of us had like 2 fingers on it, and then
yeah, so we were asking questions and we were trying to directly address Helen, the spirit that supposedly still exists on the bridge. Like there's so many folk tales about like oh yeah, if you walk underneath the bridge at night, you can see her body hanging there, you can see someone walking on top of the bridge, like all of this shit. And you know, we're just expecting whatever. So then you saw I asked, are there any other spirits that are here with us right now? Are there any spirits that would be willing to communicate with us right now? And I said, are there any other spirits that want to communicate with us right now? And that's when it moved, and it moved to no, which is like, I feel like that's an older sense of humor. Like
I can't explain to you, like the planchette was hard to move. Like when we tested it out, it's raining, so that means it really had to pull it.
Yeah.
Like you could see in the footage, it looks like someone grabbed the tip and was like moving it.
Yeah.
Are you pushing?
Yo, are you pushing? No way.
Are you? I'm not doing that.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Are you serious?
I'm not fucking doing that. It's going to know. Are you doing that?
I am not doing this.
Holy shit, it's moving really fast.
Oh.
Like you said, it seemed like someone put their finger in the like hole and the tip and was like moving it.
Like moving the whole front
because
of it.
The thing is, the tip moved, not the back end. Like the tip literally physically moved, like itself. Not it wasn't like us pushing it, like, cause I thought it felt like it was being pushed, and it doesn't look like it doesn't look, because of the way that it was being moved, it looks like someone was literally pulling the top.
Yeah, in order, like the way that it moved, it was like it moved from no, and then it like slid back, and the point of it seemed like what was moving it. Like it seemed like it was being moved by the point.
Are you pushing that?
I am not. I am barely touching it.
Where is it going? I said, why don't you want to speak to us?
Yo.
Is that a J or an I? What is it? Where is it going?
J.
Where is it going? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, is it going to the devil's place?
And like that would have to have been like a coordinated effort between us to get it to move in the way that it did when it moved over to the Grim Reaper on the side. But
and
it's
like genuinely, we did not fake this. This is not fake at all. Like
that ruins everything. If it's fake and we moved it ourselves, that ruins the whole point of even like doing it at all. Like it's like anybody could do that.
I hate when people fake paranormal things like that. That takes away the whole point of doing it, because why would you fake it? I mean, I get it to get views and everything, but we were genuinely interested. I thought nothing was gonna happen.
I thought nothing was gonna happen, and then we sat down and nothing was happening, and I was like, okay, so this is just what it's gonna be like. And then we got to that last question, and that was an extremely like cognitive dissonance inducing moment for me personally, because like I said earlier, like I don't believe in any of that shit at all. Like I don't believe in spirituality, I don't believe in any of that shit. All I believe is like energy is like the only constant in our universe and everything. But then like it actually moved and it actually responded when we responded. And like another thing you'll notice, whenever any of the weird shit started happening on camera, you notice the colors with my camera started to kind of change. Like I asked that question and it would go like yellow, red, blue, blue, red, yellow, blue, red. Like there's kind of like a filter over the footage that kept changing. I don't know what causes that.
I don't either. I've never seen that happen before. Like I really don't know what was happening with your camera. Like I don't know.
That was a lot.
And there wasn't any change in light. Like we didn't have any. There was nothing that would have happened to make the lighting change like that.
Yeah.
Like we were not like moving in a lot, and the lights weren't like we weren't shining lights and everything. So
yeah, and the lighting up there is really consistent. All you can really see from there is just like the road that goes underneath the bridge. There's some street lights, but they're like kind of behind some trees. They're not really like shining on where we were.
Yeah.
Like we had Adriana's cell phone behind us just flashing down, and we had my cell phone underneath the tripod where the camera was, like shining on us. And
but after that last question, it got really cold. Like the temperature dropped significantly.
You'll notice you'll start to see our breath.
The temperature just dropped. The beginning of the video, we did not see our breath.
Okay guys, this is it. We're here. We've got our lighting ready.
It was decent out. Like it didn't feel like I was freezing. And then after that happened, I felt the temperature drop. I could see my breath. I started shivering, and you did too.
That was a lot. And then on top of that, so we were using our cell phones for the lights while we were shooting, and Adriana's phone, she charged it to 80% before we left, right? And then what was it on?
It was on like, I mean, I think it was on like 80%. I didn't really use it in the car or anything.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it was by the end of the footage. You'll see we switched to Adriana's camera and
my light died, or my phone died.
Yeah, like, her phone just died out of nowhere, and then because we tried to do it again, you know, like you saw, and then I was like, all right, well let's get some shots like underneath the bridge so everybody can see what it looks like. So I was trying to offload some of the footage from my camera onto my phone really quick, just so I could make room to film it, and my phone went from 68% to 10% in like 30 seconds, and then it just died out of nowhere.
Like
and
immediately.
then we got back to my house, and I turned my phone on, and it was still on 68%.
Yeah, super
So
weird.
it like drained both of our batteries.
Yeah.
Like people talk about that all the time, and I've never experienced that, not once in my fucking lifetime. And then, fucking blammo, here we go. Like, the tales are true. Like, I am so skeptical. I cannot even tell you how skeptical I am over shit like this. Like, I cannot stand bullshitters. I cannot stand people who lie. I cannot stand any of that shit, especially when it comes to something like this that's kind of sensitive and hard to believe in the first place. But like I said, it ruins everything if you lie.
I hate those fake paranormal videos on YouTube, and you just know, like, in the video that they're totally faking it. And it's like, I mean, I get it to get views, but it's like, it's pointless.
And it's like, people know when shit's fake, first and foremost. I mean, people watch enough footage, everybody knows what's fake, but it's like, the responses we got and the randomness of it all, like, I would have never even thought to go to the Grim Reaper, like, on the side of the board,
that I didn't even consider the Grim Reaper as an option for the planchette to go. I mean, it's on the board, but it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like a definitive thing for it to go to, but it just randomly went to that. So another thing that happened, you didn't see it, but right when we turned off my camera, I saw a figure. I saw a figure standing behind him, and I pointed at it and I said, "Do you see that?" And he turned around and he didn't see it, and then it disappeared. It was a black shape that was shaped like a woman, but it didn't have any definitive, like, features or anything. It was just a black figure. Once again, I'm still logic based, so maybe there was maybe the lighting somehow affected my eyes and I saw something. I don't know. But that's what I saw.
I really don't even know what to think now. Like, I really do not know where my convictions lie with this particular topic, because I've never used a Ouija board before, like I said. And now that I have, I really do not know what the fuck I was fucking with.
Yeah, like we went into this thinking, like, you were like, oh, this is gonna be like a fun thing, like, we could
I thought this was gonna be a funny video. I thought we were gonna be like, oh, this is bullshit, who gives a fuck? But, like, I am, like, permanently, like, shaken at my core on the foundations of what these types of energies and all of this shit is. I was unaware of any of that shit until now.
And watching the footage back kind of, like, solidified the fact that, like,
oh
we were not moving it because of the way that it was moving. It was literally being pulled at the front.
That was so much. That was so fucking, that was way too much. And now I have to sleep.
I know. It's fun to do things like this and see stuff like that, but it also is very risky, and I don't recommend you doing this.
Yeah, don't do this shit. Like, this is the only, like, truly haunted spot that we're really aware of in Asheville that you can even, like, get to or have access to.
Yeah,
and
without
like,
asking people, and there being, like, loads of people around.
And it's like, the bridge is really small. It's not like a huge bridge that people go on all the time. Like I said, it's, like, kind of tucked away on top of this little mountain that's, like, right in the middle of Asheville. It's real small, and there's no light on it or anything. There's no signs. You just kind of, like, park and just, like, walk up to it, and it's covered in grass and dirt, like you could see on the footage, like, on the ground. It's, like, really grown over, and like, even with people driving, you know, underneath us kind of intermittently while we were shooting, like, you could hear the distinction between, like, a car going by, or, like,
at one point, honestly, it sounded like at one point there were footsteps behind the camera. Did you hear that?
I almost forgot about that until you mentioned it.
Yeah. I said it in the moment, and I don't think you heard it in the moment until we rewatched the footage.
Yeah.
And I was like,
oh shit. Like when the board moved. I didn't even realize that happened.
the entire board moved.
Well,
I don't know.
But yeah, so this is our Halloween special.
This is not the video you thought it was gonna be.
This is not what I even wanted this video to be, because now I'm fucked up from this, but
I'm sorry. I keep saying I'm sorry to him because I feel bad.
That is true. You've apologized a lot.
I feel bad that this happened.
This was your idea.
It was a collective idea.
Yeah.
We both had the idea.
And now I regret it.
I know. I was, like, a little bit iffy about doing this, but
if you don't know, now you know. You're haunted.
Well, I'll just sage the crap out of myself. Yeah, we did light sage, and I think genuinely the sage made the spirit go away.
Yeah,
because
when we set up the second camera,
Yeah,
and after we
nothing
hit Sage
happened.
for like 5 minutes, like nothing really happened. It moved a little bit, like it was trying to move it again, but it's almost as if like, I mean, I don't even believe in this shit. I feel like stupid talking about it, but like, it kind of seems like that's what fucking happened. So I know I'm just gonna watch that over and over and over again and overanalyze every single little thing about it. But if you notice anything weird about the footage, or you notice anything that we might not have talked about or noticed, like please point it out instantly, because I want to know.
If you hear anything, any voices, any footsteps, anything that we didn't catch, it would be nice to know.
Yeah, really.
Because there were things in the moment that I remember, but like also, you never know.
Well, guys, that's the end of my Halloween special. That was pretty extra special. I want to thank my friend Adriana. Make sure you go to her channel.
Check out my channel.
Ghost Girl. You know it's your girl.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess I'll see you again probably in a week, maybe a week and a half. You know, if some fucking spirit doesn't decide to take me in the night. But
yeah, you may not hear from me, though. I may be brutally killed by a ghost.
Just like text me when you get back or something.
You're like, oh my gosh, now I'm worried. Yeah, I'm worried too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have fun.